Yep, yep. So, hi guys, hello, hi everybody. So, I guess my voice is audible to you. Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, we will try to see what was today's market story and everything. So, if you see Nifty, basically, Nifty is completely. If you see my drawings, a lot of drawings. So, Nifty is basically in a very good position. Okay, so I'm probably expecting Nifty to achieve this swing highs very easily. That is 24,450, 25,000. I want to show you more things that exactly why am I telling that? What all things are supporting this all stuff? That also I will be telling you. Okay. So as of now, if you ask me, yeah, it's in a pretty much a very good range. 2 days it has sustained that 25,000 level, which is a very good sign for us to see that. See, whenever this happens, it's a very good sign. Why? Because market has rallied now, it stopped here, again started rallying. So when it stops, basically it'll try to pick up here. Okay, it will try to collect again more peoples over here, and then it will try to even start continuing a rally from here. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting here. As of now, you can see this green blue area, whatever. So this is what I'm expecting now. Market to can achieve these levels easily. Okay, the pace is very good. That is what I'm looking into now currently as of now Nifty. So whatever thing is there here, everything is good, and market is trying to go out of this zone what it was doing from last May. So from May to basically October. Okay, so from May to October, it was in a full of a consolidation area only. Correct. So now it is trying to come out of that zone, and yeah, we will look into this one like 25,450 or 25,500. This is where a solid resistance lie also. So yeah, this red area is completely a support area. So I will tell you why exactly am I telling you this as a support area or a resistance area. So definitely we will look into that part as well. Okay. So now, if you talk about this thing, Bank Nifty. So yeah, Bank Nifty is pretty much good. But one thing we are very much concerned about is like this gap. So it has a gap here. Just a second. Let me draw you a gap. So you can see this gap here. It's basically, yeah. So this is little bit a negative sign for me, possibly. Why? Because market tend not to leave the so major gaps, yeah. If major gaps like this, yeah, it will try to skip those major gaps. But this is not so major gap. It will try to come again. It will try to see this gap filling, and again it can go upside momentum to this area, this zone. Okay, so I'm not focusing on a more of Bank Nifty perspective as of now. Okay, I'm trying to hold on my views on Nifty only. Okay, that is what I'm expecting here. So Nifty, Bank Nifty, yeah. So if Bank Nifty, if see Nifty means Nifty is like filled with all stocks. Okay. So what are the major stocks in Nifty? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody text me and tell me here what are the major stocks in Nifty? Anybody knows here? What are the major stocks? Okay. Yeah. So no issues. So basically the first major stock is completely HDFC. Okay. HDFC completely dominates Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay. HDFC basically dominates Nifty and Bank Nifty here. Okay. So HDFC is very important. Yeah. If HDFC is catching up the pace, yeah, Nifty and Bank Nifty can give a good points to you. Okay. A very good points to you. So otherwise, it is a little bit a problem here. But we have other people also which consist the same value in the Nifty and Bank Nifty. Those are like ICICI. Okay, the second most important guy, ICICI, SBI, Axis, Kotak. Yeah, we should not forget about Reliance. Reliance is also very important for us. Okay, so these are the very important stocks. So you can see my list right here in the right hand side. So these are all major stocks only. I try to focus on all major stocks only. Okay. Yeah, I know these are large cap stocks. You may be thinking that why exactly you want to trade large cap. See, when you trade these stocks, basically, yeah, you will be good for the Nifty and Bank Nifty. Correct. So that is what. So if Nifty really want to go upside, Reliance and HDFC ICI should be giving you a good returns here. Correct. Yeah. So now HDFC is also having a good pace here. So you can see in a bigger time frame. So a W pattern is going on. So in the neckline perspective, it is trying to take a retest here. Okay. So if this level again, if it is crossing, yeah, definitely again if like HDFC can try to approach to this area again. See, this zone is like again important. Why? Why? Because if market is approaching to this area, no, it will try to do the same thing here. Okay. So it will try to do the same thing here. So we should be very uh, understanding this one first, like, okay, fine. So this is the area. So if you are doing any short straddles in HDFC, that will be a very good opportunity for you in upcoming days. Okay. So what about ICICI or something like that? Yeah, ICICI is pretty much in a, yeah, like not like HDFC. Yeah, it's in a downtrend only. So we can see a trend line going on here. So yeah, so this level will act as a resistance in the ICICI. So yeah, so now if this trend line is giving you a breakout again, that is a problem for us. What is the problem? So again, it will try to enter into the zone here. So if it is trying to enter into the zone, what happens here basically? What happens here? So basically, again, it will try to do the same stuff what it is doing from so many days here past. This we should always. Why exactly am I telling like that? Why? Because see, this is a buyers and sellers area, right? So people participated here and told that okay, we will be expecting from here upside or we will be expecting downside from here. Correct. So this is what is happening here. Yes or no? This is what happening here. So if the price is again approaching, these people will again activate and they will start selling or buying whatever they want to do. They will try to approach it again. Okay, this areas always we should keep in the mind. So whatever analysis I'm doing is like basically in a bigger time frame, that is a day time frame perspective. Okay. So yeah, so SPI have like see, you can see the same stuff here. So market was basically doing this stuff. Now it has given a breakout from here. Now it started doing a zone here. So this itself act as a zone for you. So again, wherever the breakout is going, so you can see again these swing highs very easily in the market. Okay, very easily in the market. So SBI is still pretty much good. Axis is still in the full form, a rally mode. Why? Because some news because of that Axis was in a very steep fall. So you can see that one with a very big gap also. So it has covered its gap and everything. Again, yeah, one more same thing. Again, Axis has entered into a basically what here? A zone. So it will try to again do what? You know what I told just now. Okay. And one more thing you see, I was telling you the bank nifty, the this thing, right? What you say? Basically a gap. Correct. Same thing I will show you next also. See, there was a gap covering here today. Correct. So there was a gap pending here. You can see. So shall I mark a gap for you here? See, there is a gap. So today basically it covered a gap. No, so same thing can happen in the Bank Nifty as well. So we can't tell that exactly, okay, tomorrow only it will be there. Okay, nothing like that. Okay, day after tomorrow is fine. In a week also fine. So it will eventually try to cover a very small gaps. Okay, it will try not to do this one. See here also, if you ask me, see a gap was pending here. Correct. So it took almost how many days here? September 10, it was a gap. See, September 26, it came and it cleared out the gap. Correct. So this small gaps in the market, na, it will try to cover it out. Okay, it will write and finish it off. Okay, that is how it works here in the bank nifty. Also, I'm expecting to cover this gap. Okay, so what about like Kotak? Yep, Kotak is in the same pace like how the Nifty and the like bank nifty is there. So very good levels. So it has crossed. So again, it has entered into a zone area now. Okay, so it entered into a zone area basically. So now again, if you're shifting for the Reliance perspective, so Reliance we can see again basically a trend line in a smaller time frame perspective, that like here the smaller time, that is how many time 21 August to 18th October. So it's a very small here. Okay, so now if this trend line, so next target will be ours this area, and again it will be in a zone only. Okay, so one thing we are understanding here, that market is pretty much in all major stocks are pretty much coming into the zone area. Okay, we'll try to consolidate over here. Okay, Bharti Airtel is it is full in a zone only. Correct. It is full basically in a zone only. So Infi, yeah, Infi has a very good, okay, fine here. That kind of situation is going on. So a small trend line, no, a bigger one is only there here. So we can connect this trend line. So we can see that if any breakout is coming, you can approach a good risk reward trade over here. So this is also a very good thing to look on. Okay. So these are all a very good stocks, what I believe personally. Okay. So yeah, large cap don't give that much returns to you. That's completely fine. Okay, we'll try to focus on small trades. Here, everywhere we can see a trend line. Okay, everywhere we can see a trend line. A smaller trend line pattern is going on here. That also we can recognize. And one more thing we should, so let's go and meet most two important things. Those are like silvers and gold. Okay. So if we first let me talk about silver. Why? Because a very historical momentum is there. If here probably if you see, it is breaking out a 14 and a half years all-time high here. Okay. Okay. So basically, if you see here, 14 and a half years basically. This was a rounding bottom here. If you shift to the smaller time frame, you can say a cup and handle pattern over here, and the breakout was there. Okay, very, very good momentum. I also personally thinking to add up silver more. Why? A very good strong momentum after 14 and a half years. Okay, if it is crossing and it is sustaining a little bit here, yeah, easily in upcoming again year, it can again see all-time highs. We need little bit consolidation like this so that market has rallied now. Okay, let it consolidate for some time and then we can easily see a very, very good momentum in the market again. So if you see weekly from so many wicks, everything is like a green candle only. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. See, everything is basically a green candle only. In a weekly time frame I'm talking about. Today, it's fine. So now, a little bit, if here, if it is giving you a consolidation, then it's a very good sign. Again, we can add up to the silver and we can go ahead here. That's a very, very good approach as well here. Correct. So, yeah, after a very long time, silver is giving you a very good breakout here. So next is like our XAUSD, that is gold. Okay. So gold, if you ask me, see, it has given you a breakout here only. So the 2011, if you ask me, 2011. So basically 2011, the breakout was done in 2020 only. 2020 only. But silver, if you ask me, silver, see, 2011 is now it is coming. So 2020 it was somewhere around here only. Correct. So this is what happening in this silver and this is what happening in the gold. So gold is also in a very good momentum. Why exactly this is happening? Because basically uncertainty in the market. Okay, too much uncertainty. Okay, because of that, what's happening here? Because of that, gold prices and silver prices are rising like anything. Okay, this is now you can see there's a cup and handle and a breakout of this trade also. This is in the monthly time frame. But yeah, this consolidation, if again it is little bit coming here, again we can see rally in the gold. Okay. That is what we can again expect here. So what about our like crude basically. So crude basically we can see again. Yeah, I was expecting a momentum in the crude in the daily time frame I was looking into. So yeah, so this same momentum I'm trying to capture over here also with a good risk reward. Why? Because it has entered into a supply and demand area. Sorry, it has entered into a demand area. So here basically what happens? Okay, so if I'm getting with a very good risk reward trade here, we can approach them. Okay, here we can take a trade over here. Correct. So this is what I'm looking into here also. Same same trade what I took here like May. So I'm trying to approach a trade over here also. Okay. So if any patterns I'm looking into a trade time frame, like here I was looking into a flag pattern kind of a stuff. Okay. So in the flag pattern, then okay. So this is what I'm. And then natural gas, yeah, I don't take that much trade in natural gas, but if you want me to analyze the natural gas is basically, yeah, it is in a consolidation area, but nowadays it's too much volatility here. Okay, before it was a very clean and trade, like once if it is in rallying one side, it will be giving. But from last 1 year, it is in a full of a choppiness. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Basically, it is trying to do up and down, up and down. Before it was not like that. Once the rally is coming, a good rally will be there in the market. Again, consolidation, again, good rally will be there. But as of now, if you're seeing the chart, it is not happening like that. Okay. So because of that, I skipped looking into the natural gases. So you can ask me, yeah, crude is fine, gold is completely fine, and silver is also very good. So this all things we can look into it. Okay, so we can focus on this all stuff. Yeah, if you see in fee, yeah, in fee, there is a basically shoulder pattern weekly time frame. Yep. We'll look into it. So here, yeah, yeah, correct. So head and shoulder, if you're asking me this one, yeah, that's completely fine. If you're asking me, just a second, I will draw for you one. Yeah. So market is basically consolidating over here. So if this is giving, see, I personally like these are the very good levels in the market. If these levels are taken out again, we can see the lows. But here I told you, it's in a consolidation area. So if the trend line is again getting a cross and close, we can again expect this swing high. That is 1660 as my first target. And again, I can approach to the 1786. These levels we can easily expect. Yeah, that's completely true. Monthly time frame, it is giving a head and shoulder pattern here. Okay. So yeah, that is one thing. So if you see a triangle pattern is also there, a symmetrical triangle pattern is also there. See here, every single touch point is very important for us. Why? Because this is daily time frame perspective. This is what? This is daily time frame perspective. Correct. So every single touch point is very, very important for us. When you go for the bigger time frame, this is very, very important for us. Okay. In whatever the stocks you're picking, whatever, wherever you're analyzing, every single points are very, very important because this is in a weekly time frame. Okay. So here in the weekly time frame also, here also the same thing is happening. Uh, a triangle pattern in Nifty also, if you see a triangle pattern, yeah, we can see a good momentum from here. That, as I told you, in a daytime frame perspective, we can easily look into these levels. Which are those levels? 25,500. You can easily see this level. Okay. So after that, again 25,650 and again all-time high. That is 26,000. So we have a time to reach all-time high. That is what I'm expecting here. Okay. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, the last but the most important thing that is India VIX. So basically, India VIX is at its lowest now. That is 10.1200. So that means basically a very less volatility. And as an option seller, it's a very hard to sell premiums at this cheap. Okay, so there will be premium will be very very cheap now. So as a if you guys somebody is here as a buyer, you that will be a very good opportunity for you. As a seller, it's not a good opportunity for. So I will be waiting for a good premium collection when the VIX is at 13, 14, 15 range. So I can do again short straddles, short triangles. So this I can again focus on. Yeah. So yeah, basically yeah, Trump one of the thing is like yeah he is the guy who created this big rally, you can say, after this much rally in the gold, too much uncertainty. You saw so much news coming to the picture. Yeah, why this is happening? Because of yeah what you mentioned the name there. Correct. Yep. So yeah, I guess we can wind up here. Okay, thank you so much guys.